Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I know that I have not been here for the longest time, and I apologize beforehand because I know it's been quite a long time. My daughter is now 7 months. We've been so busy with life and adjusting with the new family size, and also we've been busy with our business. We actually have a side business. We do newborn photography. Also, if you happen to hear any noise in the background, is because my son is here next to me, so that would be the reason why there's any noise in the background. My daughter is currently asleep, so I'm trying to film this as quickly as possible. Anyway, I wanted to update you guys on how everything went. I really want to go over how the surgery went, and also the things that changed, things that are different this time, that I not expect, things that were different in my second surgery now, and my recovery, and how it's been for us the first 6 months having her. So the first thing I want to share is how it all went. I know last time we spoke, it was the week of the appointment. I was supposed to go for a C-section appointment, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the appointment, if the baby was going to come in sooner. And so I was able to make it to the appointment, and I had her at 40 weeks pregnant. Everything went pretty smooth. We had no complications, thank God. This was a different hospital from where I delivered the first time. And one thing that changed was during the spinal anesthesia, the doctor or the anesthesiologist will say to not move, and they'll give you like a pillow to hug or something. I can't remember. I think they gave me a pillow this time, but the first time with my son, there was a nurse next to me, and she actually said, if you want to, I can hug you. And that usually helps patients with staying still and not moving as much. And that actually helped me because I didn't move with my son, but with this time that I didn't have anybody hug me, I did move. And that's because the room is so cold. And in case you've never been to an operating room, the room is so cold. And so like I said, I moved this time, and I was kind of like, wow, I really hope this doesn't affect me in the future. But I did look it up, and to my surprise, there is nothing that can happen. I really don't know how true that is, but where I read, it said that there's just nothing that can happen. I guess the whole thing with you becoming paralyzed is like a myth. Nothing happens. So I mean, I don't know, that's what I read. So I feel fine. There is absolutely no pain in the area. I don't have trouble with nothing, and I haven't had any trouble, so I think I'll be fine. Another thing that changed was that the operating room setup was different this time. I guess when the baby was born, the baby's bassinet was across the room, or behind the curtain pretty much. So when my husband went to cut the umbilical cord, he turned around and he was able to see me open. So he wasn't expecting to see that, but it was there, so he did see me open. And yeah, we kind of didn't like that. He didn't really like it, so that was different. And I'm trying to think what else was different. I know that if you ask, they can do skin to skin. I didn't do skin to skin because I mean, I can't even hold my baby. Your arms are just like open and you're strapped, so it's not like you can hold your baby. I did have skin to skin with her after in the recovery room, and so that's the same thing I did with my son. We didn't do skin to skin at the first time, but we did skin to skin later, and to me, I don't have a problem with that. I know to some people that's something that they really want. And so I'm trying to think what else was different. Oh, and then another thing that I wanted to mention, because I did hear this from another mom who's had multiple C-sections, and she mentioned that every time she got one, she would ask her doctor right there and then how the area looked and what she thought about having another one. And her doctor would be able to tell her exactly what she saw and what she recommends. So that was definitely something I wanted to ask my doctor, and I was able to ask her, and she said that I looked fine. She recommended I only have one more baby. She didn't recommend any more, so that's kind of like something that I'm open to. I really don't know if I want to have another one, to be honest. I really don't know, but at least I know that if I wanted to, the doctor thinks I'm okay with having another one. So that's something I do think it's a good question to ask if you've had multiple C-sections, and if you're thinking you're gonna have another one. So that was that. I'm trying to think what else was different. I think that is all I wanted to share as far as the C-section itself. Nothing was wrong with the baby. She was perfect, and like I said, everything else went smooth with me. I didn't have anything, no complications, nothing like that, thank God. And moving on, I also wanted to share how my recovery was, because my recovery was actually very smooth this time around. I really don't know. I know everybody's different, but hopefully if you're gonna have a repeat C-section, yours goes pretty smooth as well. So I know people say something like it could be because your body has gone through a previous surgery. The area is already kind of numb from, you know, muscles being damaged, and that could be the reason why you don't feel as much pain the second time, which I think it definitely helps. So like I said, yeah, I'm not going to say I felt fully recovered, but I definitely felt back to normal at 2 months, at maybe one and a half months. But I was taking care of myself. So by this, I'm not saying that I was out doing things that I wasn't supposed to, like working out, lifting heavy stuff, driving, vacuuming. I wasn't doing any of that. I was really taking care of myself. And the thing about having a repeat C-section is that you're mentally more prepared. Also, my husband was more prepared and knew how to help me with stuff. So we knew what to expect. So yeah, recovery second time around to me felt better. And I know some people asked me if I wore a body shaper or something to help me, and I didn't buy anything expensive, but I did buy something at I did try wearing a body shaper from TJ Maxx, but it was just not for me. I really didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel like it was doing anything to help me, so I just stopped using it. And I know the hospital does provide with one that's kind of like temporarily. You're not supposed to like wear it out and stuff because it does have creases and they do show through your clothes. But I also didn't really feel very comfortable with it. I think now if I want to, I can try it to see how I feel with it now. I haven't tried it on since then, so I really don't know if it's something I still need. Or I think that's more for like posture and like help you stand with the baby, but I don't think I need it, to be honest. I probably need to go out and get like a body shaper now, because the area is more healed, and I feel, I guess you can say I feel 100% healed now. And now I really do want to try and work out. I know some people start working out after their postpartum appointment when they're cleared from the doctor, but I didn't start working out right away because I wanted to start when I felt more comfortable, and I just didn't feel comfortable at the time. And now I do, and that's something I want to start doing this year. So I'm gonna try working out hopefully this month. And I've been doing some yoga the past few weeks, so I'm kind of getting my body started, so I'm kind of getting prepared for that. And that is that. as far as recovery. And also I also wanted to share how life has been with now 2 kids. I know some moms that maybe if you have a second child, I know it's probably different for people, but my son is 3 years old. He actually turned 3 years old when my daughter turned 1 month. So I guess you can say they are 3 years apart. And it's been quite a journey. I thought I was going to be more prepared. So I knew how to handle her. I knew how to take care of her. What came into surprise is that Michael would be the one to act out and be more, we knew, I don't know how to put it into words, but like, we knew how to handle a baby. We just didn't know what to expect with a 3-year-old and now becoming a 4-year-old. So definitely had a lot of changes in Michael. And so we kind of been, just learning a lot with him. And it's been easy with, baby. But with Michael, I feel like we're just learning how to have a toddler with a newborn and showing him how to share, and also making time for a one-on-one. And so I think that it's been a little bit hard for me to just have exclusive time with him, because I would have to leave the baby to go out with Michael, and the baby is just so attached to me. And I think that's because I'm breastfeeding her. Oh yeah, by the way, I do want to also talk about breastfeeding, but I'll leave that towards the end. But anyway, so that was kind of like what it was like for us. And so, life gets busier with 2 kids. So we've been definitely busier. Also, for those of you, and also I don't think I've mentioned, but I started a business about 2 years ago. I do newborn photography, and I'm still learning, and I've been getting a lot of appointments. So that's another reason why I've been out from YouTube for a while, and I've been more focused on that. So I'll probably share some of that if you guys are interested. But and I think I'm just gonna have to like maybe take a break from photography for a little bit, because I'm trying to like do everything, and I obviously can't do it all. But so that's a whole different topic, but that was like another reason why we had been so busy. So anyway, we've been definitely more busy now that we have a second child, and we're still learning as parents. So I also wanted to talk about how the baby is doing and how she's been the first 6 months. And so the baby, she was born with absolutely no problems, thank God, and she is perfect. She weighed 8 pounds and 5 ounces at birth, and I believe now she's weighing 19 and a half. So she's almost 20 pounds, and she is well, actually that was from her 6-month checkup, so now she's probably weighing more. She's 7 months. So in the beginning, I did have a little bit of trouble breastfeeding. The milk had not come in, and I know that she was my second child, but I still struggled with, kind of remembering how I did it all and adjusting to those times, and like waking up at night, and it was so exhausting in the beginning. I really don't know how I got through. A lot of times I was just thinking like I should probably just supplement so I can recover faster. And what kind of like made it worse is also that you're recovering from a C-section. So I was really trying to sleep as much as possible, because I knew that through sleeping I could also recover my body. And I had a C-section, so I really did need to recover. So the milk didn't come in until after, so I did have to supplement her just a little bit in the beginning. And when the milk came in, I really tried my best to just exclusive breastfeed her, and that's where we're at right now. I have to say it was not easy. It's never easy, but you really need to give it your 100%, and you'll get there. Like, I really don't know how I did it the first few months, because those months, especially the first few days and weeks, those are the worst, because you're tired, you're recovering, and plus you have to get up like every 2 hours to feed. And so it was definitely hard, not easy, but we went through it. And so yeah, that was that for us. And so what else I wanted to share? Oh, I also wanted to share a pump that helped me a lot with it helps in so many ways, because it's just a one piece, and you pretty much pump while you're nursing. So it's like a 2-in-1. It really helped me with producing more milk, and I was actually like overproducing, which was crazy because with my son I struggled a lot with producing more milk. And I'm not promoting this because I'm getting something out of it. Like, I really am promoting it because it helped me. My baby actually did have a little bit of colic. The first they say is when the baby turns 2 months, when you start seeing like the baby more fuzzy at night. And my baby definitely had that, because when we gave her grape water, that's what it's called, that went away. She stopped crying and she slept so well. So we did that, which was something that we never did with our first baby. Started teething when she was 2 months as well, so we didn't really know what was going on, but we tried both, and then we realized that she did need the grape water. So baby now, she's growing, and baby is still actually teething, so that's something that we're actually going through right now. And she started solids last month, so we've been going through a lot of changes here at home. So I have a lot of things to share with you guys, like how to prepare meals. We're also fixing Michael's room, and just a lot of updates around the house. So, and then I think I did mention to you guys in previous videos that I never really got around to fixing Emily's room, and so I'm gonna be showing you guys pretty soon. So now, before the video ends, I do want to introduce you to Emily, which is my daughter. And this is her. I'm gonna insert a clip so you guys can meet her and expect more from her in these coming videos. And with that being said, I really want to thank you all for your love and support to this channel. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye.